Jail.
It's the same. I don't usually come here. If you look at my record, no felonies, no misdemeanors, but currently I'm being harassed by a group of
No
white.
felonies?
Oh, of course not. No, I'm being harassed by a group of white and Spanish terrorists that seem to work for the police department. Every month I seem to have an incident with a misdemeanor charge. And
If you violate these conditions, if you pick up a new case, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. The only thing I'm asking you to do is don't have any contact with this person. That's it, and no weapons.
I understand.
This one's about to pull you in from the first second. We're talking about family, custody, courtroom chaos, and a mother facing assault charges, all while her child is being admitted into a mental facility. Welcome to the world of Judge Fleischer, where drama meets discipline and raw emotion spills onto the courtroom floor. In today's case, we're diving into a heated dispute between two exes. The mom, Monica Vell, is charged with assaulting her ex-husband, allegedly inside the hospital during their child's psychiatric admission. If that setup already has your head spinning, wait until you hear how tangled the jurisdictions are. Harris County, Montgomery. Even the judge needs a map. Add in custody fights, accusations of negligence with medication, no contact orders, and a bond hanging by a thread. And you've got a courtroom firestorm that Judge Fleischer has to control with precision. And spoiler alert, he does. But don't get it twisted. This case isn't just about rules. It's about real people, real stakes, and a child caught in the middle. And just when you think it couldn't get more intense, it absolutely does. Buckle up.
Hi, Lisa Strauss, Majestic. So this happened in Montgomery County, weirdly, in a hospital in Montgomery County. So you might want to look into that.
You, Monica Villarreal?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you stand charged with the offense of assault of a family member. This is a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
And just like that, the weight of the charges hits Monica. Assault of a family member is no joke. It's a Class A misdemeanor that can wreck more than just a clean record. Up to a year behind bars and thousands in fines. But more than that, it threatens custody, reputation, and everything tied to her parental rights. Let's zoom in here. Judge Fleischer isn't just reciting the law, he's setting the stage. This isn't a first-time flare-up between strangers. It's a long-standing, emotionally charged custody battle with a fragile child at the center. The courtroom transforms from a legal setting into a battleground of accountability. The judge knows exactly what's on the line, which is why he immediately reminds her of her rights, silence, attorney, consequences. And notice how calm his delivery is. That's not softness, that's control. A storm's brewing and he's already fortifying the courtroom to contain it. If you've ever wondered how judges maintain order when emotion runs high, keep watching.
Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews of the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you. Please don't say anything.
Okay. April 24, 2024, officers followed up on an investigation into an assault that occurred on April 18, 2024. Officers spoke with a complaining witness who stated that at 2001 Ladbrook in Kingwood, Texas, the defendant, his ex-wife, was upset that he was already in the admittance process at the hospital after she arrived. The defendant slapped the defendant in the mouth with her hand, causing pain. The complaining witness ID'd the defendant via a photograph. The officers obtained a video footage of the incident that corroborated the story.
Boom. There it is. Video evidence. Let's talk about how this changes everything. In family assault cases, it often boils down to he said, she said, but once there's surveillance or hospital footage backing the accusation, it's a whole different ballgame. The judge isn't just relying on emotional testimony. Now there's visual proof. This also tells us that the incident happened in a high-security setting, likely during hospital admission, meaning the emotional intensity was probably sky-high. Picture it. Parents already divorced, dealing with a psychiatric emergency, and suddenly violence erupts. That's not just personal drama, it's a public safety concern. But here's the real kicker. The defense won't just have to argue her intentions, they'll need to explain her behavior caught on camera. No filter, no ambiguity. And for Judge Fleischer, that's huge. He doesn't have to dig through conflicting stories. He has receipts. So if you're thinking this might get dismissed quietly, Think again.
So he's in a hospital being admitted?
No, their child was being admitted to a mental health facility, and they're divorced and they were having a dispute over the child. And so, and actually this happened in Kingwood, Judge, which is in Montgomery County.
Is that true? Let's see, where did this happen?
So, must be the bottom of summary of facts. The incident occurred in Harris County, Texas. I, Officer Amber Wright, declare the penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct based on the information and belief. That's part of the death.
Do you want me to look up the address to see? I mean,
It's our understanding it's Montgomery County, but they.
Hold up. Did you catch that? Everyone in the room just hit the same brick wall. Where exactly did this happen? Montgomery or Harris County? This is where courtroom drama meets real-world red tape. The judge pauses everything to get clarity. Not because it's a small detail, but because jurisdiction determines who has legal authority to even handle this case. It could mean the difference between a valid charge or a total misfile. What's wild here is how uncertain everyone is. Even the prosecutors and officers aren't fully sure. One says Montgomery, another says Harris, and even Google Maps might throw up its hands at this point. That uncertainty, it's a legal headache. If filed in the wrong county, the entire case could be challenged. But watch what Fleischer does. He doesn't get flustered. He calmly says, "Let me look into it." That's leadership. It's easy to forget how geography can literally make or break a case. Not today.
I don't know how it was filed here, but it just.
Lisa, so Damien, where did it happen? What
2001 Ladbroke,
2001 LAD?
PROOK.
Is it Kingwood, Texas? I mean, it's an Humble. It's like right out of like 2 minutes out of Humble, right? Atascocita.
Yes.
That's Harris County. No?
It is, but when it's considered a hospital, the jurisdiction is not, that's not what the.
No. What matters if it's it's in Harris County. I don't care about laws and this and that.
Okay.
My only concern is it really in Harris County?
County or Montgomery County.
Was it in Montgomery?
Montgomery County, it's Kingwood Pines Hospital, mental hospital. Kingwood Pines Mental Hospital.
I don't know. I think
April
it's Harris County.
No, not the date, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just, it's okay. I'll look into it.
Look
Judge.
into it.
Yes,
You know,
I'll look into it.
And if
It's
it's
okay.
truly if it's in Montgomery County, then it should have been filed in.
It's okay. Just leave it alone for
Let
us.
me tell you something.
We'd rather it be here than Montgomery. Leave it
Be
alone.
careful what you wish for.
Yes. 'Cause
Really?
it's easier to handle here than Montgomery.
Really? Okay.
I do know that.
Okay.
This right here, that's Judge Fleischer giving a warning dressed as a joke. Be careful what you wish for. He says it with a grin, but the message is crystal clear. You might think you're better off in another county until you realize their system is even stricter. That little line is courtroom wisdom in disguise. Here's what's happening beneath the surface. The defense may be hoping for a more lenient outcome if the case gets tossed to Montgomery County. But Fleischer knows how jurisdictional transfers can backfire. Judges elsewhere might not offer PR bonds. They might hit harder on family assault cases, and they certainly won't have the same context Judge Fleischer already built here. It's a subtle moment, but it's powerful. Fleischer's not just making rulings, he's giving out life advice. Be careful what courtroom you walk into. The law may be the same, but how it's applied, entirely different. And honestly, that applies way beyond courtrooms.
Go ask around.
Yes,
I
we'd
promise
rather
you.
No,
be
I
here.
know.
I just,
I've heard.
yes.
Yeah, right.
I just,
Okay.
yes.
Mhm.
When I heard Kingwood, I was like, that is Montgomery County, so that's why I was,
I don't know. Maybe
I'll look
some
in- I'll
parts
look
are in.
yeah, I'll look into it, but just don't say
Not-
anything. It's okay.
I don't know, but Harris County handles a lot of things differently,
Yes.
criminal cases versus Montgomery County, I'll tell you that.
I've heard.
So for right now, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause. So,
Approximately like not even a mile away from Montgomery County.
Okay.
It's still in Harris County.
okay. So my question now is, do you have a RIP done?
Now we're entering the custody crossfire. RI, short for relationship inventory, is key here, especially when two parents are locked in a legal tug of war over their child's well-being, and the judge asking about it shows he's weighing more than just the assault. He's assessing long-term stability. Let's break it down. The parents are divorced. The child's been hospitalized multiple times, and there's already an emotional minefield surrounding this case. That's not just stressful, it's a recipe for potential escalation. No wonder Fleischer is probing deeper. But what really hits here is how the mother, clearly emotional, emphasizes that she's the primary conservator, that she wants mental primary rights too. That tells us she believes the father isn't taking the child's mental health seriously, a point we'll see come up again with the medication issue. This isn't about punishment anymore. It's about protecting a vulnerable child. And the court, it's walking a razor-thin line between enforcement and empathy.
No, I do not have a RIP yet on this charge.
So is this,
They're divorced.
okay,
They've been divorced for 2 years. They share custody of the children.
Okay.
And this was an issue involving, the
guys, keep it
hospital-
down, please.
The hospital is the hospitalization of the child, not of the defendant. I mean, not of the complaining
Right.
officer.
How old is the child?
12.
Not to be 12 August 1st.
Yes, almost 12.
Okay. Do you have primary custody of the child?
I have primary residence and just for school.
Yes, who has primary custody?
Typically, in these,
We're primary conservators. I'm the domicile. I'm primary domicile. I wanted primary mental because this is the second time that she's been in a
Attempted
hospital.
suicide, Yes.
Yes. And
my concern usually because of these high stress situations, I usually order no contact with the complaining witness in this type of case because, being that it's even more high stress.
This is one of those critical moments where legal authority collides with emotional reality. Judge Fleischer doesn't just issue a no-contact order, he explains why. That's important. We're not talking about two exes who just don't get along. This is a high-stakes custody case involving a child in mental health crisis. Add in previous hospitalizations, conflicting parental opinions, and visible tension in the courtroom, and it's clear this isn't just preventative, it's protective. Now here's where many viewers miss the nuance. No contact doesn't mean no parenting. It means communication has to be routed safely, and that's why the judge clarifies immediately that he's not stopping her from seeing her child, just from engaging directly with the alleged victim. It's surgical, not emotional. Legal decisions like this are meant to de-escalate risk, not inflame it. And as the judge starts shaping the bond terms, this line is the beginning of that boundary.
That's only going to add to the frustration, and I don't want anything worse to happen.
she was already in custody. She didn't witness any of this. Got it. And
No, he's not saying no contact with your child. He means no contact with your ex.
Oh,
That's,
yes,
no
my-
contact with the ex.
Amy said to speak with you about that. We have a go-between, that we have had, she's the babysitter, like a nanny,
That
but
exchanges, that you exchange the children through.
And this is where the courtroom takes a deeply human turn. In the middle of a legal storm, we're introduced to Linda, the nanny who's been with the children since they were 6 weeks old, who once saved a child's life, and who now stands as the only safe bridge between two warring parents. This isn't just a procedural detail, it's a lifeline. Judge Fleischer hears it, and you can tell he registers the value immediately. In chaotic custody situations, courts often rely on a third-party neutral for exchanges, but rarely does that person come with this kind of emotional credibility. Linda isn't just convenient, she's trusted. So when Fleischer later says, use your nanny as the intermediary, it's not a loophole, it's a legal compromise built on compassion. In courtroom battles, sometimes the unsung heroes are the ones quietly keeping kids safe. Linda is one of them.
yes, ma'am. And she's been with them both since they were 6 weeks old. She saved my son's life when he was choking. And she is actually, she's like their grandparent. They're, I, I don't want to say anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Is the child currently still hospitalized? She's out?
She's out, but,
Still having issues, yes.
well, I don't know what else I can.
No, that's all. It's enough.
I mean, we don't need to know.
Comply with the medication. I've had to go and get the medication on his possession. Sneak it
So,
into her because it's a psych medication for her not to kill herself.
so the complaining witness you're saying is not administering the medication to the child as
Correct.
needed.
But, and he cussed her out and it's in a text from her and
So-
he said, I'm not paying.
Yeah.
Thing is that, ma'am, in these types of situations, what you need to do is you need to go to the felony, you need to go to the family court.
I haven't.
Yes, and that's,
Already have.
yes, yes, she's working with a family law attorney,
You
yes.
need to go to the judge and say, look, judge, this is what she needs. If he's not in compliance, then you take,
Yes,
I
she's
have
gone back to the
Patient
family.
away.
I have it. I have it all on our
Yes.
family wizard. I had that.
Yes, she's gone back to her family law attorney and they're working this, that's.
cannot take matters into your own hands. Because you're the one that's gonna go to jail. I'm ordering you now not to have any contact with him. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't care how stressful it is. When I mean no contact in any way, no text messages, Snapchat, phone calls. The gentleman that was just here now, same thing, Snapchat messages. Where is he now? He's in custody.
Judge Fleischer doesn't just drop the hammer here, he tightens every bolt on the order. No contact doesn't just mean don't call. He spells it out. No texts, no DMs, no Snapchats, no backdoor communication through third parties. And you can tell he's not bluffing. The last guy violated the order through Snapchat and now he's sitting in custody. This is the courtroom equivalent of locking every door and throwing away the spare key. Here's why this matters. In emotionally charged cases like this, digital communication is often the quickest path back to chaos. It's where fights reignite, threats get sent, and legal boundaries blur. Fleischer knows that, so he cuts it all off, completely. He even goes as far as to say she can only communicate with the father through Linda, the nanny. That's how serious the court is about keeping the peace. This isn't just strict, it's smart.
I don't want to have to do that.
But I do want to.
Can they communicate about the
record.
exchange of the children through family law, the wizard?
No.
I mean,
Okay.
no contact means no contact at all.
Okay, today he gets back possession. How do I?
I would use your nanny as the intermediary.
Yes.
She's the one that can have contact with him. What's the nanny's name?
Linda,
You contact Linda, tell Linda what to say, but I
She knows.
don't want you to have contact with him at all.
I just want
That's,
to, on
that's
the record,
on the record way.
if my daughter dies, it's on his hands.
There's nothing we,
This is the emotional gut punch of the entire hearing. Monica breaks down and says, if my daughter dies, it's on his hands. You can feel the fear, the desperation, and the helplessness pouring out in that single sentence, and the courtroom goes quiet. But here's the tough part. No matter how real that pain is, the judge cannot allow it to justify taking the law into her own hands. He's clear, again and again, that any vigilante-style action will put her in jail. This is the brutal reality of family court. The system may move slowly, it may not feel fair, but crossing legal lines, even out of fear, only backfires. Judge Fleischer walks that razor's edge with empathy. He doesn't shame her, he validates the emotion, but he holds the line. His message, you have legal options, use them, or it's your freedom on the line. That's courtroom leadership.
we can't get that on the
Go
record.
to the family court and ask for an emergency motion and an emergency hearing immediately. You can do that.
Okay,
They have ways to get to a judge if
Okay,
there's an
thank-
emergency,
I'll leave today. Here,
really. But
there it is, my retainer.
don't take matters into your own hands. It's really going to go sideways. And imagine what's going to happen if you go to jail. What's going to happen to the 12-year-old?
And they have a younger child too, as well. Yes. Okay, we just have to handle it through the proper channels. He just wants to make sure you're handling it through the proper channels.
It's okay. You'll get through this. We just need to find the proper avenue to get through it so that everybody gets attention. And I'm telling you,
If there's one quote that sums up Judge Fleischer's entire approach in this case, this is it. We just need to find the proper avenue to get through it. And that's not just good advice for this defendant. That's the entire philosophy behind family court. At this point in the hearing, emotions have peaked. We've heard about missed medication, emergency hospitalizations, dangerous custody exchanges, but instead of escalating, Fleischer de-escalates. He pivots the focus away from punishment and onto process. He reminds her, you have a family lawyer, a system that can file emergency motions, and a courtroom willing to listen, but only if you follow the rules. This VO is subtle but essential. It shows how great judges don't just punish bad behavior, they teach how to avoid it next time. This isn't courtroom chaos. This is courtroom course correction.
if he's not doing the way that he should, the family courts should help you out. Lisa knows how to handle these things. If you ever have any issues, talk with her. All right.
And I'm in
Now-
communication with her family law attorney as well. That Ned Gill, that's who referred her to me, so we're in communication, so we will
Feel
get
your
this figured out.
pain, and I just don't want to add to any more of the stress, but I think that if you just kind of break away from this individual,
Yes,
I
then
understand
hopefully
your-
good things will happen.
yes.
All right, I'm gonna set your bond at $100. I will give you a PR bond today. I'm gonna tell you now, Ms. Villarreal, I will not give you another one. If you violate these conditions, if you pick up a new case, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. The only thing I'm asking you to do is don't have any contact with this person. That's it, and no weapons.
I understand that.
You ever have any issues, talk to Lisa. I know her well. She can come to me and we can hash these things out.
I already took away Reese's phone because she kept asking questions.
Okay.
I couldn't answer.
Yeah, any issues, just talk with Lisa. She can, Damon, anything else?
No, Judge.
Do you mind filing the order for no contact, no weapons, please?
Judge.
One more thing, I am going to issue a protective order, okay? This is a protective order that identifies Ruben Villarreal as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault, no threatening, harassing communication. You cannot use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works.
This is where things go from verbal to binding. A protective order isn't just courtroom jargon, it's a legal shield, and in this case, it's being issued with crystal clarity. Monica is now officially forbidden from going near her ex-husband, threatening him, using anyone to harass him, or even approaching within 200 feet of where he lives or works. It's not just about physical distance, it's about legal accountability. If she slips up now, even accidentally, she won't get another PR bond. She'll get a jail cell. This moment also tells us something deeper about Judge Fleischer. He doesn't enjoy punishing people, but he will if it protects the peace. His tone is calm, almost caring, but the paperwork he's filing carries real weight. This isn't personal, it's procedural, and it's designed to prevent this family from spiraling into something darker. The order is set. The clock is ticking.
This order is good for 61 days from today. If you have any issues, like I said, Lisa can get a hold of me. We can iron these things out.
Exchange of kids through a third party, through Linda.
That's fine.
Okay,
Right.
We were doing that anyhow.
okay, good. Okay,
Any questions? Okay, if you do, like I said, she'll get a hold of me and then we can hash these things out. Do not leave because we need to have you sign a bunch of paperwork. Now, one more thing. Because you have her representing you, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Ms. Strauss.
she will.
She'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. Don't go AWOL, otherwise I'll issue a warrant on it. Okay? I believe that. Okay, thank you, man.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
That one was just sad. I hope she gets a good lawyer and goes to family court and the kids are taken care of. Having a kid in mental health situations is always bad. Going through a divorce is always bad, and you mix the two and it makes for some bad situations. All right, here's a few more.
Good morning, ma'am.
This is Ms. Cephas, Your Honor, for a plea.
Hi, Ms. Cephas.
How are you doing today, sir?
Ma'am, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you
Days?
See this, please.
4 days with 14 days credit.
4 days in jail with, I think you said 14 or 14? 14 days credit. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this. Is this what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes,
How do you plead to the offense?
guilty.
I will find you guilty. Send you to it. Good luck to you, man.
God bless you.
You too. Take care, man.
Thank you. God bless you.
Good morning, Mr. Moses. I brought you out here because I want you to, since these are your cases, it's only fair that you hear what's going on, okay? So,
Order in the court.
Mr. Moses, I want you to understand,
It's the judge. You don't need to be looking around, sir.
there's nothing over there for you. So my number one concern is public safety. And if you are going to endanger her, I'm going to do everything in my power to take you off the street. You were on bond for an assault and you were let out. You were in the free world. I see that now you've picked up another assault. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. I don't know anything about it. And I don't remember even what happened on your first assault. So we're going to find out and we will now see if you were a danger to the public. So can you please read the new one?
The new one first.
The new one first, please. Yeah.
So on May 16, 2024, officers were dispatched to a disturbance with an unknown weapon at 2108 Gessner Road in Harris County, Texas. The complainant witness is a mental health tech and is an employee at the Houston Behavioral Healthcare Hospital. The complainant was moving the defendant to another unit in the facility that was more secure, that has more security and staff due to his behavior. Defendant struck the complainant in the left side of his face with a closed fist. The complainant felt pain from the assault. On the way to the other unit, the defendant struck him again with a closed fist on the left side of his face, causing pain.
Okay. So what happened with the first assault?
And on 3 days prior, May 13, 2024, officers were dispatched to the disturbance at a family, for family violence at 8323 Cinnamon Lane, Unit 1001 in Harris County, Texas. The complainant is his mother, who came home from work with food. And while the complainant had showered, the defendant spilled the food on the floor and left it.
He spilled the food on the floor and left it?
Left it on the floor. So the complainant confronted the defendant about the spilled food, and the defendant began to strike the complainant on her face with his fist, causing pain.
Judge, if I may kind of help you out here, you should have before you a request for competency with Mr. Moses here. He has informed me that in my conversation with him that he has attempted suicide on at least one occasion, that he has been institutionalized at the Bentov mental facility, and that he suffered from schizophrenia. He's paranoid schizophrenia, and he's currently taking
The concern is, why does it keep happening? Why the constant aggression, Mr. Moses? Why? You have, before this, a month ago, you had a felony assault of a public servant dismissed, a harassment of a public servant dismissed, attempted harassment in a correctional facility that was disposed of, and then an FSRA. Why all the aggression? What happened?
Judge, if with all due respect, I believe that once we have the competent examination, I believe that some of your answers will be resolved here.
I'd like to know what happened.
Yes, sir.
As it stands now, Mr. Moses, I think you're a big danger to the public, man. It's not going to stop. You won't talk to me, so there's no way that I can figure out how we can get this to stop. So I'm gonna revoke your bonds. I'm sorry, Mr. Moses, but on the new assault, it's set at 5,000. I guess that he had gotten a PR bond on that one.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, I'm taking the PR bond away. We have to find out why these aggressive issues keep happening, man. And at that time, once you learn to cope with this, hopefully we can let you back out. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Step all the way up.
Morning, Mr. Briscoe.
Good morning.
Let's jail.
It's the same. I don't usually come here. If you look at my record, no felonies, no misdemeanors, but currently I'm being harassed by a group of
No
white.
felonies.
Oh, of course not. I'm being harassed by a group of white and Spanish terrorists that seem to work for the police department. Every month I seem to have an incident with a misdemeanor charge. And I am schizophrenic, so, they try to use knowledge as if we can follow them. I see them following me all the time. So they use that knowledge to say, who's gonna believe a schizophrenic? So I see them following me all the time, unmarked cars, marked cars. I'm over there right on LA and Greenspoint. I see them all the time.
So one more thing.
What's that?
Don't smoke weed if you got that problem. It's only gonna enhance it, man.
That's the thing. Delta 88 is illegal weed here in Houston.
Right.
That's correct. I do.
Use, because you got these issues, it's gonna make it even more, it's gonna compound it worse.
Well, when you have a group of different colored terrorists all trying to compete for the best terrorists, sir, and people are using their job to compete with me, and I don't use a job to take advantage of someone, we have an uneven playing field.
Okay, so you're on bond here. What I see that you picked up yet another felony, a retaliation case.
Oh, that's a misdemeanor.
The retaliation.
No, it's a felony.
Oh, I'm taking it to trial, sir.
Okay, so all I wanted to do is bring you out here now. You have an open case with us.
That's correct, sir.
I'm yanking that bond now.
Yes,
You were
sir.
given a PR bond, but now you done picked up 2 felonies. Can't do that.
That's fine, sir. I have a good lawyer and, I'm sorry, go ahead, sir.
No, it's okay. I wanted to let you know what's happening here. It's only fair because it's your case. So,
What would you set the new bond at, Judge?
5,001.
Could we do it, maybe 1,000? He's gonna have to make his bonds in felony court.
No,
Okay.
I mean, he picked up 2.
I'm being harassed. Are we taking that into consideration?
Well, perhaps here, now you're safe.
How would I be safe around the people that affiliated with harassing me?
I don't know, because we can put you aside.
Sir.
When is he at court?
I have a court date on the 20th, this month on the 20th, sir. My lawyer wants to combine all court dates and we can handle them at the same time if you want to issue that, because I have a good lawyer, sir. He's an ex-NFL player.
That too.
Yes, sir. We can do all of that.
Do you want to put it on the same day, Judge, or?
It's May 28th.
Well, we'll do the day after. Because you have felony court upstairs, we can't have you here both at the same time.
That's
We'll just
fine,
put you
sir.
for the day after. I just want to let you know what's happening with the bond since it's your
And just
case.
to give you a little recap, sir, I was at Urban Air. How violent can I be at Urban Air with my son, sir? The guy's on me grabbing his gun in front of my son, asked me to leave after I just paid $25 for my son to swing and jump on the jumps. But it all originated from a Spanish lady telling him I was a problem because I was trying to record my son. And then he just started following me the whole time in Urban Air. Waited till he heard something. He put his hand on, I say, sir, you're not the only one with a gun. He arrested me. Hey, gun, and then arrested me. That's how the whole thing started, and that's how it ended, sir. If I committed a crime, I would say I committed the crime.
Be careful, all right? I like Urban Air too. It's a great place, all right? Okay, so just want to let you know what's going on, okay? But take care and be safe.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me get your card. My mom wants your card.
Sir, hold on, sir. Oh, sir, where am I gonna get it from? I'm gonna get this right now.
Sir, you know I come up here all the time.
I know, Mr. Briscoe, and you know, Briscoe, I'm the one that, Mr. Briscoe, I know you might call him, you said. I'm telling you to go.
Okay.
Well, getting my hair still in the kind of work anyway. All my food is gone, so I need somebody to go grocery shopping for me.
So the insurance company. Apparently, insurance companies are covering that.
That's crazy.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Soy Luis, el de mucho gusto. Ahí cerca. Solo mire el perfil le contesta con respeto. Sí, señor, y lo acepta.
Okay.
¿Qué preguntas en la?
All right, good morning, Mr. Lopez.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you, Lopez, 3 days in jail with credit for the 7 days that you've done. You're giving up the right to a trial, and this applies to you as well, sir. Both of you guys are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not citizens, you're possible immigration consequence. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never come back and change this, challenge this. It's over today, it's over forever. Now, Mr. Lopez, this is a DWI. What you're doing today will not happen again. From now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. If you were not smart enough to consider how to get home on a night of drinking, I will put you over my knee and I will spank you with 90 days in jail, just like a little child. Now, I'm going to suspend your license to drive for a year. Do not drive until you get a license. And this is Mr. Wyrick. Mr. Wyrick, you were charged with resisting arrest. You've been given an offer of 3 days in jail with credit for the 9 days that you've done. This is also a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing a year in jail. This will go on your record. It will be there forever. If you pick up any more cases, you will be also facing a minimum of 90 days in jail.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir?
I think guilty.
Okay, sir. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I will find both of you guilty. I will follow the agreement, roll your court costs so you won't owe anything, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with that, Judge Fleischer wraps up one of the most emotionally complex hearings we've seen. Let's recap what just happened. A mother charged with assault, a child in mental health crisis, a legal system trying to maintain order amidst emotional chaos, and a judge who somehow manages to be firm, fair, and empathetic all at once. Fleischer didn't just issue a bond. He issued a warning, a no-contact order, and a protective order, all while offering clear instructions on how to navigate the legal system properly. What stands out is how much support he still gives Monica, recommending trusted contacts, validating her frustration, and encouraging her to lean on legal counsel instead of raw emotion. That's courtroom compassion, not just courtroom control. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. What do you think? Was the judge too strict, or did he handle this perfectly?